So today we're so excited to have Miss Sonja Warfield here with us. She is a comedic writer and also the author of Get Your Butt Off My Couch and Your Hand Out of My Wallet. I want to know, how did you come up with this title of this book? I think it's incredible.
Well, you know what? Real life inspires art, and so this was my real life. And it was also not only my story, but the story of a lot of girlfriends. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, we had men on our various couches who needed to be evicted from our couches.
Right.
And so I was just inspired, and I wanted to share my story, empower other women. Mm-hmm. And also, I think there's a lot of healing through laughter. And so
definitely.
I have a lot of funny stories that I share in the book.
So talk to us, what else have you been working on besides the book?
I'm actually working on the television show Liv and Maddie. It's a Disney Channel show starring Dove Cameron. And so I wrote an episode of that, and we shoot the show next week. So it probably won't air, I think, until 2017. Okay. But yeah, it was great to write an episode of that.
And what's the show called again?
It's called Liv and Maddie.
Liv and Maddie.
It's on the Disney Channel. It's a kids show, a little different than my book.
Yeah.
Yet still a comedy and fun. The episode is called Big Break-a-Rooney.
Make sure you check that out. What do you see going on next for you?
You know, I would love to write another book.
Oh, okay.
You know, I have a feature project that I'm working on. Mm-hmm. But hopefully just getting out there, talking more about my book. I'm doing a couple book clubs, so that'll be fun. Yeah.
For all of our aspiring writers, comedic writers out there, what advice would you give them to kind of, get their foot in the door?
So really it's about relationships and just really hone your craft. I mean, keep writing. It's just, my dad was a professional athlete, and athletes are disciplined. They have to get up every day. They have to work out. So do writers. You have to just keep writing. It's a muscle, and especially for comedy, it's a comedic muscle, and you have to use it every day. If not, it's going to atrophy.
Right. And you said your students.
I'm an adjunct professor at the University of Southern California in the School of Cinema. Wow. So I teach television writing classes. So that's what I tell my students. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's great advice. So thank you, Sonja, so much for coming on and talking about your projects and your book.
Thank you for having me.
And you know what? I think everyone can benefit from this book, whether you've had a guy in the past, now, or may run into this in the future. This is a great tool to have in your toolbox. Get Your Butt Off My Couch and Your Hand Out My Wallet. Again, get it on Amazon Prime if you want it today. So thank you so much. And you have an electronic version too, correct?
Oh,
they
yeah,
do electronic
absolutely.
download.
Yeah.
So you literally can have it like now.
Yeah. You could have, if you had started at the beginning of the broadcast, you could have read part of it already.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This was fun.
So if you want to hear more from Miss Sonja, you can tune into her podcast where we're going to get a little more intimate and say the D word a little bit more. All right, bye.